here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Adyaye Namaha. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you'd like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, so this video is about Saturn's transit in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, and this will be starting on April 27th until October 3rd, but also will retrograde between July 13th and November 27th. And I'll do a separate video about the retrograde. In this video, I'm going to go over some crucial transits that I've noticed all the way to August, and then I'll make separate videos about it. Saturn is here to break the bondage that you have so it can lead you to enlightenment. This is about the balance between the spiritual world and the physical world, and can also bring a lot of karma of the skies or possibly regulations of the skies. Saturn is the Muladhara chakra, which is the root chakra where Kundalini resides. So when the Kundalini, which is Makali, which is also Saturn, becomes awakened and rises to the top, to the crown, and breaks through the bondage of the sun and the moon, the Ida and Pingala, it creates freedoms from the shackles of time, thus bringing us to a state of enlightenment. Saturn is enemies with the sun as it is his father, and he never felt close to him, to the sun, because one way of looking at this is because Saturn is very far from the sun in terms of the chakra system. But there is a story about it, but I won't get into it. Saturn is karma, but karma is Maya itself. So when we realize this through spiritual practice, not just through the mind or declaration of it, but by sadhana itself, which is also Saturn, we are no longer attached to the illusion and we're no longer affected by it. So remember, this also goes for your birth chart. This is also why spiritual practice bypasses the birth chart. From April 25th to May 2nd, Saturn will be transiting Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra Pada 1 with Venus and also Sun for part of this. A partnership, business, or person can become a stable for the release of this bondage. This person can transform your life, or someone may leave your life and the shackles are released. This can also be someone in your social circle, or circles themselves are changed, and then this release comes because of this. Knowledge is the key to liberation. Pure knowledge comes from the higher self, from spiritual practice, or this can come from an individual giving you such knowledge. Humility is key. Everything is granted to you once you learn to humble yourself. Saturn will reward this. If not, Saturn will teach you the hard way if you have a huge ego. If you look down on others who are of a lower status, the sick, the homeless, immigrants, the elderly, seniors, blue-collar workers, mistreat crows, for example, Saturn will take your power away and teach you a lesson. This is also the back part of the funeral cot after death has already occurred. The knowledge given here is something that you must keep to yourself, but everyone will want to know it. It can be dangerous in the wrong hands. With Saturn in Pisces, reality hits when it comes to spirituality. Rahu was here for 1.8 months and is until mid-May. Many have come into spirituality to make money from it through greed, and they used it as a meal ticket, but now reality is going to hit. Maybe you thought you knew it all because you read a few books, but Saturn brings you the karma of the work you did, and many will realize that spirituality is within and shouldn't be exploited. Saturn brings humiliation to those who used it for egotistical purposes, especially in Uttara Bhadrapada. This is the Yogi Nakshatra. Purva Bhadrapada was different. It had ulterior motives, but Uttara Bhadrapada, ruled by Saturn, requires patience, sadhana, over long periods of time, and this isn't something that can be faked. But just to clarify, in Purva Bhadrapada, it is extreme enlightenment as well, for those who had the capacity to hold that. But in this day and age, not many people do. This is the snake of Kundalini, the initial state after death, going deep into the unconscious mind. Themes revolving around serpents can happen. This will enhance, highlight, and bring karma to the following profession. And some may start their journey in these, and others may be granted authority positions and see the heights of these in their practices or professions. Because it's about yoga and meditation. It can be about shaman healers, people who heal using any kind of spirituality, tantra, occult sciences. That can also be about those who are using their intuition for tarot as well. Artists, musicians, creative fields. These are also high level spiritual people like monks, yogis, anyone who has to use their own intuition but also requires patience for sadhana. People who work at night, people who deal with history and books like libraries. Those who are unemployed, those who rely on inheritances, and can bring up themes of charities as well. So if you have a good charity, it can really enhance you. If you had one that was not on the up and up, Saturn will bring the karma to it. Rahu will conjoin Saturn until May 18th, amplifying this energy and creating a war between the old and the new ways of doing things. So there could be new ways of doing these things that involve technology. Regulations also versus AI technology is here. Mars will be aspecting Saturn until June 6th in detriment, which is causing some frustrations and accidents around the world. Also caused a terrorist attack in India. Then on June 6th, Saturn will make a 6-8 aspect onto Mars and Ketu, which will cause some explosive events around the world in the matters of leaders, education, children, romantic relationships, and speculative gains like the markets. This will affect civil servants, health matters, matters of war, and enemies until July 28th. This is very transformative and can create unexpected events. Some delays in career can trigger some to make impulsive action. It is important to understand that Saturn is doing this so that we grow to be disciplined and patient and work hard. Many will be angry towards leaders. In the US, this has to do with foreign affairs. In Canada, this has to do with leaders, education, and the markets. Around June 20th, we will have the most events when Mars and Saturn are both at 7 degrees. At this time, Sun will be in Magashira in Gemini, and Jupiter will be in Ardhara Nakshatra, which causes events of sorrow, and this can be major weather events with wind and water that can affect the homelands of the US, but also events that cause pain. It causes people to cry. Also matters of trade in the stock market, forest fires, and other events with fire can occur. This can drastically affect the entertainment industry, luxury brands and items, celebrities, as a mirage is exposed. People start to distance themselves from these types of leaders. Saturn will be exposing a lot this year. Rahu is also in Purva Bhadrapada, amplifying the dark agenda of the elites towards the masses, which can involve dark technology and replacing humans. Rahu here can also cause a revolution as humanity goes into a different direction. But Rahu here can amplify spiritual practice 10, 20, 100-fold. August 9th, Mars will make a direct opposition with Saturn, which can create frustration in the matters of resources, events of sorrow, because of how the governments are being run. A revision in the matters of homes, politicians, restaurant businesses, education, farming. This can be possibly due to a weather disaster. Also, leaders are playing mind games and being very deceptive and diabolical. Hidden agendas are definitely at play. Now, from April 27th until June 7th, Saturn will go into the Leo Navamsha in the first pada. The karma comes to leaders who are not focused on fighting wars and protecting the land, but rather instead focused on material pursuits, trade, and themes of prostitution. This can create backlash against leaders, the leaders versus the masses. Many will want to be freed of the bondage of leaders and celebrities as they awaken. Clashes with civil servants and authority figures against the dark agenda at play. We also have to remember that Ketu in May goes into Leo, and this can create a separation from celebrities as well, and authority figures. Ego clashes against seniors, father figures. It is important to serve humanity, serve them with humility rather than creating ego clashes. Change in leadership, like Canada, for example, can happen. Invalid sense of morality. Harsh words can destroy lineages. It is important to serve others without complaints and appreciating those in relationships, and these issues will disappear. From June 7th until August 17th, Saturn will go into Pada 2 in the Virgo Navamsha, creating conflicts, health matters, war, enemies, civil servants, daily routines. Themes of extramarital affairs with the partner of a friend can happen. Breaking the trust of others due to selfish desires. Troubles and disputes between partners and or the public. Business partnerships from immoral actions taken. This can be the breaking of trust of civil servants, the elderly, the more vulnerable in society. It is important to control one's senses and desires. Then on August 17th, Saturn will retrograde back into the first pada in Leo Navamsha, and then we will continue and revise all the issues that happened from April 27th to June 7th. So that's just a little bit about what I see. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.